Hey guys, what I would like to do in this video is talk about why I am not buying a keyboard case for my iPad Pro. So I did a video about this iPad Pro the other week. I bought it second hand. It is the 2017 10.5 inch version, although it was actually produced in 2018. I found that out when I connected it up. The iPad Pro 10.5 inch is the exact same size and dimensions as the iPad Air 3rd edition. It came with this plastic case, very basic case. You can see that. It's not like this is an expensive case, but it kind of suits my needs for the most part because I've got a glass screen protector at the front. So I'm not saying this is the best protection in the world, but for the way that I'm using this just around the house, it's actually okay. But the problem I've got with this case is, well, this. That's the problem I've got. I don't have any way to set this up. Now, the keyboard that I use at this computer at the moment, I've got this stand and you can put it portrait mode, landscape mode, and that's good. But obviously I'm not always at the desk, and at the desk I don't really need to have it like that anyway. Not all the time anyway. What I needed was a case that I could prop it up for video calls, for Netflix, for YouTube, etc. But I started looking at keyboard cases as well. Keyboard cases are all the rage with tablets. So I looked at a few different options. And I looked at what my options were, and I looked at lots of reviews talking about the pros and the cons of each case. I want to single out two different keyboard cases for the iPad Pro. The first one is the official keyboard, the official smart keyboard, and it's still being sold by Apple because it fits the iPad 7th generation and the iPad Air 3rd generation. The official smart keyboard, there's a few things to note about it. One is it's super light, super portable, it doesn't add much weight, and the other is that it is quite expensive. It retails at between 150 and 160 pounds in the UK. And even second hand, if you buy this from someone who's owned it for 2 years or so, you probably have to pay about 70 or 80 pounds. If you go on eBay or you go on anywhere, that's the price. A bigger concern for me though, if you look at a lot of the reviews, is that the keyboard isn't that good to type on. It's really not that good to type on. And this is one of the problems with keyboard cases, is that when you make something light and portable, the keyboard isn't a pleasant typing experience. It's too light, there's not much travel in the keys, and it's just not great to type on. Obviously, a keyboard like that is much better than simply typing on the virtual keyboard. Now, there is an alternative out there, and the alternative is the Logitech Slim Combo. That still retails around the £100 mark. Second hand though, you can pick it up a lot cheaper, like £30 or so. Now, all the reviews I've seen about the Logitech Slim Combo keyboard case is that it's a fantastic typing experience, almost as close to what you'd get with a laptop. So that's great. The problem is, it is not slim. It's really not slim. Logitech sell it as the Slim Combo, but it's a very heavy case. It like doubles or triples the size of it. It adds a ton of weight, probably more than doubles the weight of it. And before you know it, my iPad would be heavier than my laptop. So it's just completely impractical for me to do that. And I really don't want to pay a crap ton of money for a keyboard that isn't that great to type on either. So that is why I'm not buying a keyboard case. It seems to be that you either have to go with something heavier, which makes the iPad bulky, or you need to go for the smart keyboard, which is expensive, which I'm okay with if it works well. But the reviews seem to be mixed. There's a lot of people who say that it's just not a pleasant typing experience. That's why I went for the cheap option. So this was only like $6.50 or something, and it's an imitation of the official smart cover, which retails at like 35 pounds or so. This was like £6, but all the reviews are positive. Let's get the overhead camera over and we'll just quickly check what this cover is like. So let's go. So this is it here. Get this keyboard out of the way. Olixar Live Smart. What's that say? Accessorize smarter. Okay, 2-year warranty. There's not really a lot to speak about there. I think I just need to rip this open. So this is the case. And there really isn't a lot to it. There really isn't a lot to it. Now, if you're wondering why I picked up black, it's because it was the only colour available for this case. I went for the super cheap option. So, pretty easy here. We've got the camera cut out, right up there, fits in perfectly. Does it fit in perfectly? Yes, it does. Interestingly, you can see here, it's actually got the cutout there for the smart keyboard. So in theory, I could still connect an accessory there, perhaps. At the back there, you can see there's got a cutout for the camera and the flash. There's a cutout for, I think that's the microphone there as well. Yeah, so all the cutouts seem okay. Big cutout for the charging port. But the big thing about these kind of smart covers is that you can fold them up. So the idea is you can fold it up like this. If it does it, let's see, is it going to work? So I can do that. And you can do it the other way as well. So I've been messing about with the case a little bit just to see what its strengths and weaknesses are. And you just have to make sure this flap here, this bottom part flips into that diagonal. If you don't, it just, if you don't catch it right, it just kind of falls in its ass and it doesn't fold correctly. So the iPad will fall down. But once it kind of locks into that position, and just make sure you grab it, you can set it in any position like that. This also has the auto wake and auto sleep feature. And you can see that there. You can see it going to sleep. You can see it waking up. There you go. But you can see, just looking at the side there, you can see that, I mean, look at this. This is a brand new case. And look at that. That is dog-eared already. That is absolutely terrible for a brand new case. It's all kind of flimsy. It looks like it's been used before. That is pretty poor for a brand new case. But I'm not complaining here. You get what you pay for. This was £6 something. It was like $4.49 brand new with, delivery added on. It's a very cheap case, but this is kind of what I was looking for. I was just looking for a simple way for me to put this in predominantly this position so that I can take calls, do video calls, watch Netflix, watch YouTube, browse the web and different things like that. And the actual angle that it's in here is good. But if you're looking for a good cover, don't buy this, buy the official smart cover. One thing I just want to quickly show you is, does it fit here? Yay, still fits on my keyboard. So that's a good thing too. So what I want to clarify is that this video is about me not buying a keyboard case. And I'm not trying to say that others should not buy a keyboard case as well. This video is really personal and it's really about the fact that I think anyone who's buying an iPad or an iPad Pro or any tablet really, they have to think about what they're going to use it for. And I do think there's a lot of people out there who perhaps gravitate towards buying a keyboard case because they think that they should. But I don't think a keyboard case is for everyone. I think a keyboard case is for people that are planning on doing a lot of writing with their iPad. And I won't be. I will not be doing a lot of typing with this. I will be taking notes occasionally, yes, but most of the time, if I'm going to be taking notes, I will hook it up to a Bluetooth keyboard, or I will just, be doing a short amount of notes, just send myself a quick email or something like that. Predominantly, I will be using this to browse the web, to play games, to watch videos, to do video calls and things like that. It is more of a consumption device rather than a productivity device. Now, the reason why I will not be being productive on it, despite the fact it's marketed as such, is because I've got another laptop for that. This laptop is only 1.2 kilograms. If I'm going to be going to a coffee shop, if I'm going to be replying to a lot of emails, doing a lot of writing, I'm going to take my laptop. This is the device that is productive for me. And that is something that you all have to think about. If you've got a desktop PC and a large laptop at home, but you don't have something portable like that, then it does make sense to buy a keyboard case for your iPad or iPad Pro or any tablet. It does make sense because it means that you can go to a coffee shop, you can hook up the keyboard and you can start doing emails and replying to people and doing whatever you need to do. You can do that with the keyboard case. But accessories for iPads and in particular are very, very expensive. So don't just rush out and buy a keyboard case if you don't need it. But if you do need one, take your time to look at all the video reviews and make sure you buy the right one for you, because if you're going to be spending a ton of time typing, you might want to gravitate towards something that's larger to get that improved typing experience. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave you and leave myself with this really bad case. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I will do some more videos about the iPad Pro in the future. But until then, thanks for watching and take care.